It's pretty good during the game. I think it's just the warm-up, like the fact that I'm not zooming in. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the North Rinks here in Hauppauge. I'm Kevin Broderick, joined by Travis Quigley and Paul Trentini for the first of 3 games tonight. And this first matchup will be between the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, the red freshman team, and the West Islip Blue. So far, Smithtown this season, 8-1-1 with 17 points. They're in the second place in the freshman league. With a win tonight, they'll pass East Islip freshmen for first place in the standings. West Islip looking at 0-8-1 right now, 1 point, and they're 14th in the freshman league, so a little bit left to be desired, but they're looking to start climbing that hill in the second half of the season, coming off of Christmas break, of course. All of these teams playing either their first, second, or third game, so, still a little bit of rust on them, that long extended weekend. Not sure how long the days off here are in Long Island, but in my native Westchester, it's about 2 weeks, so that's a little bit of time to not be playing hockey. Taking a deeper look at this preview, top point producer for the Bulls is going to be Drew Trevino with 12 so far in the season, and for West Islip, it is Marco Abenda with 5. Anytime number 61 is going to be on the ice is going to be a dangerous opportunity. He has 6 goals and 6 assists. And like I said, leads the team in points. Marcus Abenda, his split is 3 goals, 2 assists for his 5 points. West Islip scores 1.7 goals per game, while Smithtown getting about 5.6. Neither team really scoring much on the power play, just 0.1 power play goals per game for West Islip, and for Smithtown Hauppauge, it is just half a goal per game. Both teams fairly balanced on the penalties that they take, 10.5 to 14.6 for Smithtown Hauppauge and West Islip respectively. As we are getting closer to the national anthem and that first opening puck drop. Definitely going to be interesting to see if West Islip can come out with a little bit of a spark. They're probably going to need some early goals in order to get on top of Smithtown Hauppauge. And like I said, anytime Drew Trevino is on that sheet, they got to play some lockdown defense. Looks like Tyler Thompson is making his way over to one of the nets, and on the other side, he will be matching up against John Higgins. Thompson, through the season so far, has 3 wins and 1 loss, a 2.21 goals against average as well. So it looks like we are actually skipping the national anthem and getting right into action here. Puck dropped at center ice, and it is played back. We are underway at the North Rinks. 15 minutes on the clock for the first period, and it is ticking down. Puck played into the offensive end for West Islip. Looking to get some shots on goal. Going to be turned aside and played almost back into the neutral ice, but held in at the point. Nice play from Dylan DeBow, but the puck goes awry. Played back into the middle again. Gallant trying to play it forward, goes back into his own zone, past the stick of Higgins. Puck play towards the slot, looking for a shot. Was Hayes. Puck goes behind the net now, taken away and played up by Sinclair. He gets to the far boards, tries to whack it into the middle, once again stolen away. Hayes back at it, with it on the backhand, drops it back to Lucido. He gets a shot on net, puck played out in front. And back to the far point. Held for a second by DeBow. He puts it off the wall and down, but not past the defenseman in Trevor Galloway. Puck behind the net now. Galloway looking to skate out with it. Has 3 players near him, so it's a hard clear. Almost gets it done, but it's just barely kept in by Lucido. Lucido all by himself with some speed at the red line, paying it out in front Didn't have any teammates there to help him out. Hayes looks like he was the closest. Puck still in the offensive zone for Hauppauge. They've been dominating possession here so far with no stops either. Puck finally comes out of the zone, and West Islip will race forward. Kircher with it. Plays it around the boards. Now forward to Hayes. Hayes has it, gives it away. Islip look for a shot, but it's blocked out in front, and now Parker puts it on his stick off the boards and into the neutral zone. Galloway had it, lost it. Now in front, Hayes with a shot that's stopped and saved by Higgins. And we got our first pause at 13:03. Now you might be wondering why you aren't hearing the illustrious Travis Quigley right now, and that is because he's actually training me on one of the newer voices here on the LI Sports Network. And of course, joined by Paul Trentini on camera, he will continue to do his amazing job. Trevino into the face-off circle. I was talking a lot about him in the pregame. Definitely a dangerous player to watch. Not going to win out the face-off, but his team does get possession back. Played to the far side. Parker has it now at the far point. He wraps it in deep, down low for Avalonides. Takes it, plays it around. Trevino at the red line. Back up top for Kircher. He risks one on net, and they score. Not sure if Kircher will get goal credit for that. It might be Salido who also got a stick on it, but at 12:46, we got our first goal. Taking a quick look at that replay, see if we can see who will get the goal credit. As you see, the puck comes up top to Kircher. Just takes that wrist shot on net and looks like it went clean in. Nice goal for the defenseman from the blue line, something that always has to feel good. Puck instantly back into the Lions zone. Bulls, like I've been saying, have just been dominating puck possession. But finally a breakout for the Lions, going to be called an icing, and we pause once again with 12:28. Other teams electing for any player changes. Now the Lions will sub a couple off. Trevino still out there, this time the left face-off dot. Lions told to back up a little bit on their defensive formation. Puck won by the Bulls. Shot played on, and it was saved by Higgins. Hoping his team can get a clear, but they can't right now. Avalonides playing it out in front, didn't get it onto the stick of Trevino. Puck comes to the near side boards. Trevino with lots of room, sends a pass across the ice, and it comes out in front, almost tapped home for a 2-0 lead. Trevino now in front, shot. He scores. Like I was saying, Trevino, dangerous player, and he's already at a +2 on the night. Smithtown Hauppauge with a 2-0 lead. Goals coming from Parker and Trevino. Or excuse me, make that Kircher on the first goal. Puck once again won by the Bulls. They play it back into their own zone. Off the boards, attempted to be played out. Finally some forward pressure for the Lions. They get it in low towards the slot, but cleared out. Minervini back onto the puck. Plays it forward. Nice positive connection, but it's taken away by Costa. He's lit up at the blue line. Catch, and he shoots and scores. 3-0, 11:29 in. This one already looking good for the Bulls. Puck just floating around in the offensive zone, coming off a couple of skates, but it goes right onto the stick. Quick snapshot and a quicker goal. As Connor Krekow with his 6th point of the year, 4th goal. Now he plays it off the boards in down low. His brother Christian Krekow with it, looking to play it towards the slot, gets his stick lifted, fanning at the puck, but does get it in deep, actually on net as well. His brother picks it up. Krekow centering pass, look to whack it home. Great pass, but Costa just couldn't get it into the net. Krikow with it again, out in front of the net, sails through the crease and into the safe hands of the Lions. They get it into neutral ice. Back over to Minervini. Puck comes away from him. Krikow almost had a one-on-one opportunity. Played into the near side corner by Galloway. Comes up top, Losito, a nice shot. Pad save from Higgins. Losito with it again. Skating across the blue line, passing it down low. Krikow with it, playing out in front. No one's there to get a shot on. Great defense from Islip. Back into the neutral zone, and it goes all the way down the ice past the stick of DeBow. Thompson taps it to his defenseman. DeBow carrying it up the left side of the rink, playing it forward. Loses it for a moment, but his team does regain. Losito gets it past the blue line, back to DeBow, and they're called just barely offsides for a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off right in front of us. Benstock on one side, but it's going to be won instead by Abenda. Back into their zone. Galloway carries it behind his net, loses it. Bulls look for a centering pass, but it comes past the blue line and out. Kircher, first goal scorer of the game. D-to-D pass over to Parker. Parker gives it ahead. Katchen with it. Back to Kircher, now Parker. Parker tries to gain some speed in the neutral zone, brings it up the left side of the ice, tries to drag around one, but it's played to the far boards. Puck gets tangled in the referee's skates for a moment. Parker regains. Gets it in. Benstock puts it towards center ice. Parker slaps it in deep to the right wing corner. Puck played around the boards now. Once again, Abenda has it, but loses it out. Nice back check from Buscarino. Now Benstock gets tripped up, and there's our first penalty of the game. Going to come with 9:09. Well, now they tag up. 9:06 make that. Left to play in the first. Smithtown Hauppauge trying to extend their lead even further. The tripping call will go against number 88, Ava Galley. Has 2 points on the season. Make that 1 point on the season with 1 assist. Trevino out to the face-off dot. Staring down Levy right now. Flips it back past Parker. Just barely couldn't keep it in. Parker gives it over to Kircher. Looking forward to Hayes onto his tape. Hayes holds on, trying to skate past a couple. Barely gets it into the offensive zone, but it's instantly smacked back out. Bulls looking to recover in their own end. Still 1:40 on the power play. Plenty of time. Parker with it again. Turns up ice, trying to skate around one. Instead passes it off to Hayes, off his tape. Looks to regain, but past the blue line again. Almost had a breakaway, was burnt. He saw blood in the water. Trevino trying to get past Burnt. Uses his speed. Trevino still going up ice into the left circle, past the goal line, putting it out in front. Great pass, but no shot for the Bulls. Basile gives it low. Trevino there with a teammate on the near boards, trying to win it back out. Puck played up into the air for a second. Webster wins it back. Webster and down low. Avalonides behind the net. Has it on his backhand. Whacks it up top. Pardini with it now. Gives it down low, but it's going to be a turnover instead over to Levy. Looking for an opportunity to clear. Lifts it high. Not going to have enough mustard on it to get out of the zone. Taken back by Hayes. He puts it through the legs of one player. Avalonides with it again. Gives it up for a shot and a save from John Higgins. 27 seconds still on the power play. The Bulls looking for their fourth. Goals from Krikow, Trevino, and Kircher so far. Penalty, like I said, against Ava Galley for tripping. Bulls waiting for their fifth to get on the ice. Puck smacked in deep by Costa. Team fights for it on the far side. They do get possession. Basile Looking for it, shoots wide left. Caroms around the boards over to Pardini. Gets past 2, sends it towards the zone. Slot chance, no good. 5 seconds still on the power play. Looking to make one final effort. It looks like Islip will weather this one and keep it a 3-0 deficit. Definitely doable with the amount of time still left in this game. Just 7 minutes in the first. Another shot that goes wide to the right. Puck back out for the captain. Pardini scanning his options, takes it up the left, loses it, but Costa's there to cover him. He sends it towards the right side. Jake Basile. Basile looking to center it. Costa with a shot. Comes out past the blue line and into the safe hands of Lucido. He'll take it back to his own blue line before turning up ice. Lucido with a nice spin move, gets around 1, still cutting past a couple of players, now past 3. Lucido trying to make a highlight reel right here. He takes a shot. And it's going to go off the right pad of Higgins. Good save. Lucido gets it back, looking to pass it towards his left. Puck comes to the far boards and taken away by Islip. They got a breakaway, maybe their first of the game. Looking to get a shot from the right circle. Nice save from Thompson. First time he has tested in quite a while. Puck coming right in front of us once more. Tapped forward by Lucido. Safely controlled by Farber, and she gives it over. Breakaway now here for the Bulls. Slap shot, and it goes. Some old-style hockey right there from Christian Krikow. You don't see the slap shot on breakaways right much anymore, but if it goes in, it goes in. So we do get a replay of that. Just coming in all alone down the slot, winds up that big one-timer. Doing his best Steven Stamkos impression, and it goes. 5:40 left to play in the first. Bulls up 4-0. Minervini with a nice puck battle along the boards. Referee raises his arm, and we got another penalty coming up. Looks like the Bulls are going to be on another man advantage with 5:27 left to play in the first. Penalty is going to be against Connor Webster. 2 minutes into the box for him. Benstock to the face-off. Staring down Sinclair. Benstock wins it back. They try to get the puck to Lucido, but Islip does a nice job on the near boards and get it past the blue line. Now here comes the breakout. Gallant with it right now into the left circle. He takes a shot. Nice save by Thompson. Short-handed. Bulls take it forward again. DeBow with it. DeBow past the blue line. Past a player as well. DeBow in on net. He scores! Dylan DeBow going coast to coast with the puck. And he'll make it 5-0 for his team with 5:04 left. DeBow with just enough speed. Dragging around one player, gets it back onto his forehand, looks top shelf, and hits it. Turnover maybe here. Taken in. Krikow looks, shoots, scores. Just as quickly as it was 5, even quicker it comes with 6. And now the Bulls are pouring it on here in the first. .54 left to play in the first. And it will be a timeout for West Islip. Trying to regather their thoughts right now, staring down a 6-0 deficit. Looks like we're getting about ready to start play again. Can go over the scoring for a second. Was started off by Kirscher, followed up by Drew Trevino. Connor Kreekow put it up for the third. Christian Kreekow for the fourth. Dylan DeBow for the fifth, and Connor Kreekow for the sixth. If I had to predict, the Kreekows are eating good tonight at home. Shot on goal, going to go wide to the left. 4:43 left to play in the first. Taken ahead by Hayes. Here comes Hayes into the right circle, looking for a shot and a save from Higgins. Puck still maintained by Smithtown. Hauppauge. Trevino passing it up top, then he gets it back, gives it up top to his D now. Parker from the left point, drags around one, back to Trevino. Dancing on an edge at the blue line. Does whack it back down low. Buscarino sends it across. Hayes with room. Shot. That's going to go a little too high. Puck caroms off the far boards, kept in by Trevino. He requires Higgins to make a save. Approaching 4 minutes left to play in the first. Kirscher puts it down low. Puck stuck in the near corner for a second, then comes up top to Kirscher again, looking for a shot. Deflected in the pads and saved by Higgins. Good awareness from Higgins right there to know exactly where the puck is and just to sit down and make that save. It's not exactly something that you would put in a highlight, but it's a fundamental that you need. Face off, won by the Bulls again. Basile holds on to it, fires it down low. Avalounitis gives it back up to the blue line again. Pardini looking to play it in. Puck floats up into the air, was lost by the players, but poked back into the neutral zone. Basile still scanning for options. Passes it off once again to Avalounitis. Skates it up the right side. Pass across the ice to his captain. Taken in, left side, now left circle. Skating in on net. Pardini, great options. Basile, goalie down, and Higgins still makes the save. Recovering. Acrobatic save right there from Higgins. Approaching 3 minutes left to play in the first. Still a 6-0 lead for the Bulls. Pardini, cross-ice pass, gets it to Basile, loads up a shot. That's going to be saved again by Higgins. He's made a couple since the last whistle blew. Pardini with it again, backhands it in. Puck taken away by West Islip. Almost taken out, just barely staying in past the blue line. Pardini working some magic right there. Gives it down low again. Solito looking for another cross-ice pass, and once again the puck just barely kept in at the blue line. West Islip can't catch a break, but there it is. Played out on the backhand. Puck rattles around the boards again. Farber trying to play it out of her own end. Gets an outlet pass to Abenda, but it is a turnover. Taken in by Benstock, now out in front, and they score. Christian Kreekow just pouring it on. Him and his brother combining for 4 goals so far this game. We take a look on the replay. Not much Higgins can do right there. Left out to dry one-on-one. Kreekow is not going to make a mistake in that scenario. Whack-a-mole on the near boards. Taken away by Kreekow. Connor, to be specific, drops it off to his brother for a shot. Goes wide to the left. Another takeaway. Good job from Connor. Gives it across to his brother. Christian looking to center it one more time. It's denied by the defense and played to the far boards. West Islip come out, lose it to Lucido. Lucido takes it back into his own end. Pass forward to Kreekow. He tries to one-time it to someone else, but instead ends up with the other team. Gallant trying to get past the blue line, denied by Kreekow. Battle still on the near side board for possession. Comes back into West Islip offensive end. A nice play from Gallant trying to chip up around a couple of players. Loses possession eventually. Christian Kreekow with it, coming up the left side. Has his brother to his right. Weaving across a couple of players. Shot, and he scores. On the ground, but on the board. Christian Kriekow makes it 8-0. You would think he would pass it off to his brother right there, maybe for some trickery, but it's just a straight wrist shot and into the back of the net on the replay. Parker to Hayes, intercepted. Played into the offensive end by West Islip. Good play from Levy. Parker with it again behind his own net. Tapping it around. Gets it to Kersher. Hayes now breaking up the right side. Hayes is going to be in all alone. Hayes with the one-on-one opportunity. Loses it. Pass off to his team. Rebound opportunities. And they score. Drew Trevino makes it 9-0 with 35.8 seconds left in the first period. Trevino back to the face-off dot. Taken away by the Bulls. Parker, left side, puts it up. Trevino with it again. Drop pass to Parker. Parker into the left circle. Shot, that's going to be stick to side. Comes out in front, and it's going to be another quick pause with 18.5 left in the first period. Face-off taken away by the Bulls again. One out by Solito. They get it to the left side of the ice. Parker takes it in, drops it back. Avalonides to Kersher. Tap down low. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and that's how we end the first here on the LI Sports Network. Send it over to a quick break before being back with the second in just a minute. And we are back for the second period. A fresh 15 put onto the clock. Nice period for Smithtown Hauppauge in the first. Referees getting ready to drop the puck. Face-off matchup between Abenda. Staring down across from him will be Vincent Solito. Had 4 points, or 2 points coming into the game. We'll have a few more after this. So he's had a positive impact for his team. The Bulls in the left circle take it, play it forward. Cross ice pass to the far point. They rifle it to the near side. Basile with it, plays it back. Solito whacks it in deep again. All play on the boards here. Now West Islip will force them out, and the play it down low into the offensive end. Minervini whacks it around. Allows Abenda to chase after. Pardini controls it for a second, then loses it out to Abenda in the left corner. Abenda leaves the puck behind him for a second. Played out by the Bulls. Controlled by Solito. He will flip it up top. Higgins looks to settle and play it out to his defense. Minervini behind the net. Not able to control it away from Buscarino. Puck goes to the far point once more. Nice sidestep coming out from the captain. Basile tries to whack it back to him. Potential breakaway for the Lions, but doesn't materialize. Basile with the responsible decision, just looking for puck possession right now. Takes it back into his own zone, then gives it over to his forward to push. Avalonitis still holding on to it past the right side, and he's going to be called offsides with 13:24 left to play in the second. Face off to the left of Higgins, but outside of his zone. Face off won by the Bulls. They flip it in. Puck looks like it might have caught Webster up high, but he looks to be okay. Webster still on his feet, trying to win a puck battle one-on-one against Benstock. Rattles around, goes to the far side, taken away by Galley. Galley looks to play it up and out, kept in at the far point. Losito plays it in deep. Comes back up top to Losito again. Alex Losito to DeBow. Down low now to Benstock. Plays it out into the middle. Bulls looking for an opportunity, but it's cleared by West Islip. Looking to race down for icing and will be called by the referees. 12:37 to play in the second. Benstock still on the ice for the faceoff. Puck won by West Islip. They play it off the boards. DeBow keeps it in. DeBow with possession again. Two players right in front of him looking to just get it in deep, but puck comes past him. And now West Islip on the breakout. Denied by Losito. Some nice speed going behind his own net, looking to beat F1 around the corner. Puck into the neutral ice. Played around one player. Benstock setting up for the one-timer. Gets the feed, but doesn't let it rip. Instead, takes it into the near corner, plays it back into the slot, and here's another breakaway opportunity for West Islip. Instead, it's shut down by Kircher. Krekow with it again. Looking for a passing option, hounded by two Lions players. Puts it down low. His team rotated back up top, but intercepted and played out by the Lions. Parker. Past one. Parker past the blue line. Pulls up, left circle, firing it across ice, off the stick of one of his teammates, taken away by Gallant and played out. Here comes Sinclair with a little bit of speed, but not enough to beat Kircher. Kircher takes it on his stick, turns up ice, coming up the left, gets it around one player, then looks to chip it in onto the stick of Webster, and he fires it off the glass all the way down. Icing waved off. Parker still with it. Putting into neutral ice. Taken by Farber. She passes it up. Parker takes it back. Off the boards to Benstock on the backhand. He brings it to the forehand. Up the right side, trying to drag around a couple of players. Pinched in by two now and gives it away to Minervini. Parker with it on the blue line, dancing around a couple. Krekow trying to drag it into the slot, passes it off to his left. Now back up top to Kircher. Kircher fires it right back where it came from for Trevino. Kircher again, wrist shot, going on net, but saved by Higgins. Puck comes around. Kircher with it again. Gives it to his left. Trevino. Trevino still with it at the blue line, trying to put it through the legs of one of the Lions players. Wasn't fooled. Instead, it ends with Hayes. Hayes wraps it around the boards. Krekow Christian gets it on the near side. Approaching 10 minutes to play in the second period. Kircher smacks it in deep off the backhand. Puck comes back at him, not able to keep it in the second time. Skates back for it. Plays it off the boards in his own zone. Around for Hayes. Hayes comes away with it. Up the right side. Room to skate. Dumps it in deep. Farber will be the first one to it. Has to face a couple of forecheckers. Krekow keeps it in off the turnover. Krekow now at the red line. Puts it back. Gives it to his captain, Pardini. Looks to skate past Trevino. Puck taken away by the Lions and out again. Nice intercept from Basile in the neutral zone. Abenda on the ice at the blue line. Gave it over to Levy to play in. Pardini to Hayes. Hayes still with it. Puts it in past the red line. Trevino collects on his backhand. Looks to pass to the point, but that's intercepted. Still controlled by Hayes. He comes into the slot. Pass down low for Krekow. Pardini whacking his stick for the puck. Instead, it's played to the far point. Basile. Another cross-ice pass to Krekow. These are almost like they're on a string. Pardini trying to get around a couple of players. Drags past three. Gets to the red line. Looking to play it out in front of the net. Shot fanned on by Trevino. Trevino again with it. Puts it off one of the defender's sticks and almost out. Smithtown now look to give up a breakaway opportunity. Kent trying to go in on net, but puck stolen away by Hayes. Stick lost by Hayes. Not much to worry about, though, as Pardini still has it. Pardini, nice moves. Comes around a couple and then gets a nice pass. Puck played in deep. Hayes, the F1. Stop behind his net for Higgins. He tries to allow Webster to skate onto it. Backhanded out by Hoffman. Bull still in the offensive end. Played towards the slot. A shot was attempted by Solito, but was blocked instantly. Basile with it again, down low. Solito has it at the right circle. Puts on the brakes and gets around a defender. Looks for options, passes it to the far point one more. Basile, not scared by the pressure, but ends up turning the puck over anyways, down low. Nice intercept by Pardini as well. Looks to get through two, gets crunched instead. Puck on the near boards, almost skated out by the Lions. Galloway still with it, trying to get some speed in the neutral zone. Galloway, 2-on-2 breakaway. Shot goes up high. It was a great opportunity for the Lions. Galloway goes back to the point. He could skate onto this one again. Gets to the puck first, tries to shoot, but missed it, judged it by a little bit. Solito holding on. Solito's shot blocked in front of him. He chases after the puck. Played out in front. Solito, a shot saved. Nice stop from Higgins. West Islip look to break out one more time. Kent with it. Gives it back. Minervini loses possession. Avalonides up the right side. Losito, pass to his right. Goes down low for Solito, but loses it out. Puck played off the boards, but not out. Second opportunity, and Abenda takes it. Kent wanted that pass from Abenda, but instead taken away by the Bulls and played back into the offensive end. Here comes Galloway, who just had a great opportunity. Galloway with speed into the offensive zone. Looks for a centering pass, denied by DeBow. Puck into the neutral zone. Whacked forward by Galley. Taken in. Sinclair loses it on the right side. Benstock looking to gain the blue line. Around two players, but eventually denied. DeBow going back for it. Instead, he allows his teammate to skate onto it. Alexander Lucido at 7 points coming into this game. Lucido past the blue line, looking for options, maybe behind him. Instead, holds it into the circle, plays it out in front. Benstock, a shot that's saved by Higgins. Buscarino sends it length of the ice. No icing from the referees. Definitely want to see Galloway take a few more of those breakaway opportunities. He might be a defenseman, but he can really skate and join the attack very seamlessly. You've seen him do it a couple of times so far, just taking it from behind his own goal and ending that play with a shot on. Definitely one of the harder shots that Tyler Thompson, has had to face so far this game. Face off in the Bulls' end. Kircher looks for possession. Burnt applying the pressure. Kept in for a second. Puck bouncing around in the slot. And it'll be Trevino to take it away. Trevino could get some speed going. Past one defender already into a 3-on-1. Trevino puts it towards the middle and just past the stick of Costa. Costa takes it back at neutral ice. Fanned on a pass forward, but comes away with it anyways. Across to Krikow. Has it on the backhand in the left circle. Bringing it around the goal. Trevino. Nice sauce pass up to Parker. Parker pressured, doesn't lose the puck though. Kircher. Ahead to Krikow. Fires it in on net. Higgins required. Trevino with it again. Trevino, a little bit of space, finds Kircher. He puts it down low. Krikow trying to get it back to the point. Finds it to Kircher, and they just play back and forth, but said Kircher's pass intercepted. He keeps it in just barely at the point. Plays it towards the slot. Lions looking to clear, and they do. Icing called off by the referees as we approach 3 minutes in the second period. Parker gets it around one, but then loses it out to the second forechecker. West Islip a shot, and that's a nice save for the Bulls. Another stop. We will pause with 2:51. Webster. Now belongs to Pardini. Gives it up to Solido. Brings it forward, pass across. Catching with it for a second. Loses it out to Galloway. Pardini with it again. Backwards pass and played out. Intended for Hayes, a little too hard for him to handle. Pardini still controls it at his own blue line. Solido, Basile. Catcher back to Basile, might be a turnover. Nice opportunity for the Lions, looking for a shot. Still containing it is Kent, but he gives it up towards the slot. Now Basile joins the rush, looking for a pass to his right towards Hayes, intercepted. Hayes regains and just fires it in from neutral ice. Pardini. Pardini past the blue line. Still hounding Webster for the puck. Make that Galloway, actually. Catching. Left side corner. Puck still being fought for by 4 players. Solido comes away with it and puts it down low once more. Taken. Pardini looking for the centering pass. Blocked in front by Webster. Puck still bouncing around. Played up top. Basile looks for a one-timer. Pad save. Here come the Lions. Up ice. Kent wanted the pass. Minervini takes it in at the red line. Minervini centering pass, no one's on the back door. Galloway skates onto it. Galloway past a couple of players, making some room for himself, cuts in front of the net, looking for the backhand. Had a great opportunity. Less than a minute to play in the second period. Sinclair gives it up top. Webster, Arister, finds its way to the front of the net, but taken away by Basile. Galloway couldn't handle onto that puck. Gives it across for Webster. He might just allow Abenda to take it instead. Abenda plays it to the far point. Basile looking up ice, plays it around the boards. Hayes had an opportunity. Hayes now for the one-time shot wide to the left. Comes around the boards, and that will do it for the second period. As we send it to break, awaiting the third and final of this first matchup. Middle Country versus West Islip Varsity up next. Final 15 on the clock. Smithtown, Hauppauge still with a commanding lead. Win the opening face-off as well. Play it in. Allow Ava Galley to go back to chase for it. Foot race won by Connor Kreekow. Bulls still control. They skate it to the high slot. Cross-ice pass to DeBow. DeBow gets it down low. Back up to DeBow, but intercepted en route by Sinclair. He gets it just barely past his blue line. Losito trying to get the puck away from Gallant. Gallant fires it into neutral ice where it's taken and controlled for a second by Ben Stock. Puck exchanges hands a few times and ends up on the far side with Farber. Farber holding on to it, skating it towards the zone, allowing Gallant to take a shot that's easily saved, and a pause on the ice, but not for the clock, as we have a running clock for the final period. Down to 14 minutes so far. Joined momentarily by Paul. Unfortunately, Paul's not on the camera, but if he was on the camera, you would definitely see that he has quite a nice mustache, if I do say so myself. Kreekow with it again below the blue line. Red line make that. Wraps it around in his own end. Gallant trying to hold it in, doing a good job fighting for it for a second. Parker feigns on the backhand. That would have cleared the puck. Parker still harassed. Gives it down low. Kreekow wraps it around. Intended for Kirscher. Now coming away with it is Trevino. Led his team in points at the beginning of the game. Will likely at the end. Cross-ice pass. Shot. That's going to be saved. Great one-on-one save for Higgins. Parker at the red line, puts it off the boards. Referees say no icing. Galloway back for it. Finds an outlet pass, but they don't get it out. Galloway with more work to do. Strips the puck one more time. Taken back by Buscarino. He holds on to it, looking for a centering pass. Kirscher looked to tap it home. Buscarino. Kirscher. Shot. Saved. Puck looks like it will be cleared out by West Islip. Trevino with it again. Too much space for a player like him. Into the right circle. Trevino on the backhand. Looked like he considered a backhand pass for a second. Still holds on to it, though. Finally gives it up to Katchen. Katchen puts it up high. Impressive shot. Barely saved. I think Higgins might have gotten a piece of it. If not, it hit the post. Parker taps it across the blue line. Buscarino looks at the puck while it goes past him. Taken away by Levy. He holds on to it, gives it over to Parker instead of one of his teammates. Parker holds on to it. High slot shot. Going to be saved by Higgins. Rebound available and played to the far boards. Back up top to Basile. He puts it in deep. Katchen playing chase. Takes the puck. Poked away by Galloway. Now forward for Sinclair. Sinclair. Back to Galloway. Fans on his first dump attempt, but gets it in on the second try. Levy trying to put the pressure on, but instead it's the Bulls just making quick work of that forecheck. I say that a little too soon, as kept in by Abenda. Now forward for Costa. He centers it. Galloway takes it. Galloway trying to get some speed, but a lot of stick checks from Costa. Denies him of that opportunity. Costa still with it on the backhand. Centering pass goes behind the net. Galloway. Off the boards. Will it get out? Answer is no. Nice second opportunity. Burnt using his stick the way it was intended. Basile. Just carrying it at his own end. Basile in no rush. Pass to the far side. Salido. Puts it on the tape of Costa. Costa brings it forward. Looking for Hayes. Has to stay on sides. Costa does get it into the slot. Pass off to his left. Centering pass denied by the stick of Higgins. Good awareness. Hayes. High slot. Gives it down low. One-timer to the left of the goal. Nice clear from Webster. Springs his teammate forward. Here comes Abenda, just barely not getting to it. Basile there first. Nice couple of stick moves. He gives it off to Hayes. Hayes, backhand to Costa. Costa, another pass. And the Bulls content just to pull up in the offensive end. Burnt trying to clear. Comes to the blue line, but not out. Down low for Katchen. Webster the clear now. Nice move around one player for Abenda. But once again, it's Basile to foil his plans. Basile trying to skate through a couple. Basile taken out behind the net. Levy. Abenda again. Abenda trying to turn a corner up the right side. Past the blue line. Nice reverse hit. Abenda now takes a second hit, and that will be a penalty. We will get Justin Basile booked. Leads defenseman on his team in assists so far this season. Tied third in points. But to the penalty box he goes for 2 minutes. Marco Abenda providing a power play opportunity for his team. Face-off won by the Bulls. Nice little opportunity for both teams to show off their special teams. Did not have a power play in the entirety of the second period. A couple power play goals in the first for Smithtown Hauppauge. Puck bouncing around in the left circle. Gets net front. Cleared by the defense. They look to play it out. Ben Stock. Looks for a pass to Kreekow, instead goes on to the tape of Galley. Kreekow now with it. Below the red line, plays it out in front. Kent there to deny. Galloway. Definitely one of the quarterbacks of this power play. You can see it with his speed and passing. Galley takes it on her backhand. Turnover for West Islip, and Galloway gets it back behind his net. Holds it for a second. Benstock, very aggressive forecheck, but he nets the possession with it. Benstock turning around on an edge, gets pushed into the boards, loses the puck, but does get it to his captain instead. Now here comes Galloway, some room to skate, has Kent to his right. Galloway going forward, puts it in at the blue line. Kent to forecheck against Parker. Parker holds on to it. Parker sends it forward. Pardini controls. Pass forward. Intended for Benstock, goes past his stick and all the way down. No icing because it's still on a penalty kill. Benstock now 5-on-5. Skates through a couple into the slot. Galloway there to deny. Pardini will be the first one to it. Pardini puts it through the legs of one. Gives it to the blue line for Parker. Parker looking for a cross-ice pass to Trevino. Gets it. Trevino centers. Another shot, and they score. Feel-good goal for Dylan Pardini. Might be his first goal of the season as well. Excuse me, second goal of the season. Second point as well. Trevino, face off, flips it back. Pardini with it, up the right side. 5:43 to play in the third period. Our next game will be Middle Country versus West Islip. Excuse me, a varsity matchup. Game 3 here on the North Rinks. Connectquois Sayville against the St. Anthony's Friars, another varsity matchup. Of course, St. Anthony's still undefeated, looking to run the table. The way they play definitely makes you believe that they can do it. Yesterday, I got to listen to Travis do some broadcasting like he is doing now, and I think the most interesting thing that Travis noted about the team, and something I would agree with, is it's not one player that's carrying St. Anthony's right now. It's the entire team. It's the depth scoring. It's the amount of guys that they have over 10 points is what really matters. Under 5 minutes to play in the match at hand. Gallant with it. Loses it out. Nice stick check from Kreekow. Goes down ice. Higgins with it. Might be a turnover. Instead, he does have a skater there in Sinclair to play it out of the zone. Baccarindi. Abenda with it in the slot. Plays it back to the far point. Minervini gives it down low. Shot wide to the right. More opportunities here. Sinclair winds up a one-timer blocked out in front. The tall frame of Basile, good for blocking shots. Costa almost had a breakaway of his own, denied by Webster. Costa plays a shot on net, saved by Higgins. Sinclair up the right side of the ice. Has the puck taken away by a second, but has Gallant there to help him out and win possession back. Instead, it ends up on the stick of Basile. Sends it forward. Galloway, Ferber to Sinclair, loses it in neutral. Solito with just over 3 minutes to play. Takes it all the way to the far side and red line, dumps it in. Farber in a stick battle. Controlled by Kircher. To the point, Basile lines up another shot wide to the left. Costa trying to win it back. Up top, Solito, cross, Basile looks to tap it forward, taken away. Almost a breakaway for West Islip, and it would have been a Benda on it, their most dangerous player. Centering pass, shot attempted, but Kircher was stopped by Higgins. Benstock at the far point, puts it off the glass. Farber back with it. Pass intercepted in the slot. Basile ends up with it. Basile, high slot, he can shoot and he scores. Benstock. Pass forward. Congestion at the far boards. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first game on the North Rinks. Of course, we have more games going on just behind us on the South Rink. East Islip, Black versus Sachem Braves. Goes 6-4. Undefeated are East Islip, but it was a competitive match. So definitely one to watch the replay of on the LI Sports Network YouTube page. Of course, you can find all the action after the fact on that YouTube page or on our social media. Instagram specifically has content that comes out almost every day. Definitely a good way to catch up with any hockey content you want. Less than a minute here to play. Smithtown Hauppauge with this win will move into first place, surpassing East Islip in the freshman division. Of course, East Islip will have a game in hand to make it back up, but if they lose that game, then Smithtown Hauppauge will have sole possession of first place. With a good performance like they had today, you expect them to continue to be at the top of the standings. Lucido, potentially with the last rush of the game, brings it up the left side of the blue line, leaves it there. Katchen skates into it, around a couple of defenders. Katchen looking for a cross-ice pass. Higgins gets his pad on it. Instead, it goes to the far side for Avalonides. Puck pinched at the far boards. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And that's how we end it for the first game here. Final score, 8-0 for Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Like I said, now in first place in the freshman division. West Islip freshman, now 0-9-1 on the season, still with 1 point. And on behalf of myself, Kevin Broderick, Paul Trentini, and Travis Quigley, we wish you a good night. And of course, you keep watching here on the Long Island Sports Network for our upcoming matchup of Middle Country versus West Islip Varsity. Take it easy.